Morning, I hope everybody's doing well. Just making a quick update. Uh, last couple mornings have been really rough. That's why I didn't make a video yesterday or 3 days ago. So I've been kind of doing one every other day. The mornings are just I'm waking up with more phlegm. It takes longer to get the phlegm out of me. And definitely a lot more fatigued. And just doing daily activities takes a lot out of me. And so I end up sleeping more. And if I'm not sleeping, then I'm laying around just feeling pretty sick. Feels like a combination of a bad cold, and then between the meds I get a nauseated feeling. Just really wore down. I'm ready for the surgery. The crazy thing is my voice is sounding better from the steroids that I was on all last week, which makes me not want to do the surgery. But if I don't do the surgery, I won't be around much longer. And so there's not really a lot of room to play with that. It's good for at least a couple days. I'm closer to what my natural voice sounded like, and how I was able to talk on a normal basis. Still a little more raspy than usual. It's one thing I'm gonna miss about surgery. I mean, I had a naturally nice deep voice, so I don't know how to sound afterward. I guess I'll find out. And I'll still be here to be with the grandkids, my children. That's probably the most important thing to me, is just being here for family. I got nephews that are doing amazing things. Younger nieces and nephews that are just starting life. And I want to be here to help guide them or just watch them grow. That's the good thing about living long enough to have grandkids, and I feel like that's almost not even long enough. Hopefully I'll be here to see the great grandkids come. The crazy thing about my cancer is if I could blame it on bad habits that I did in my brain, it'd be a lot easier. I got bad luck in the type of cancer I got. And it is what it is. I'll be going into surgery this week. And that is weighing pretty heavy on the mind. Definitely. That's a huge mental mind fuck. I guess it's like anything else. You do it and you get through it in life and you adapt to it. People have a lot worse. They lose limbs. Other parts of the body, which if that was gone, I definitely wouldn't even be thinking about doing this. So I guess in my mind it definitely could be worse. Maybe to other people losing a voice would be the worst thing. I used to consider my voice my best attribute. And So in a way, there's a side of me that takes it as a challenge. Will I overcome it? Which I know I will. That part I'm really confident in. My life has never been a cakewalk, not at any point in time. Even the good times have been on a lot of things most people wouldn't endure in life. And getting older, I've found that I'm doing things a lot differently, more family oriented, and I'm not ready to give up on that. I guess if I was still worried about doing things I used to do, I might look at things differently. But where life is at nowadays, it's not so much of a hindrance. I'm definitely on a different path. Maybe I did it backwards. A lot of people worry about the kids when they're younger and they have fun when they get older, go do a bunch of things and act pretty irresponsible just because they have the money to cover it all. Which I'm not knocking it. Don't take it that way. I'm not knocking how anybody does anything. I did life differently. I had fun when I was younger, but I had kids when I was younger. So that all came with a price. I lost some time with my children. I spent 5 years of it incarcerated, which is a big chunk out of a child's life. And as you get older, you realize that's a really selfish way to live. And change habits, change things, change views on life, parenting, the whole 9 yards. Everything did a complete 180. Probably started when I got into my late 30s when I became a grandfather with my first grandchild. And it started how I looked at things. I went from being a renter to a homeowner. On my third property, not just a home anymore. Had to buy land with the home. So that grew. To me, a good day is going to hang out with the grandkids, chase them around the yard, watch the things I like to watch with them so we can talk to them about them, and try to stray them away from watching so much things that are given to the parents to give their children nowadays. Try to keep them in touch with the outside. Human bonding. Sharing stories with them while they're small. So hopefully they remember them when they're old. All the things that my great-grandfather did with me and my grandfathers. And I'm trying to be that good guy. I look forward to after my surgery and taking that further. The last 3 years, cancer has been a huge part of my life. I've only known it was cancer for a little over a year now. By the time I found out I had cancer, it was already stage 4. I was misdiagnosed for around 2 years. So, during that time, life definitely changed when I started getting sick. My girlfriend that I live with, and probably spend the rest of my life with. Was she owned a bar. We ended up shutting that down. We tried letting other people run it, but that just wasn't working out. And with the cancer, it just wasn't enough energy to keep an eye on it. Her worrying about taking care of me during that time. She didn't want to take care of the bar, so we went from being nocturnal people to becoming, daytime people. And during that, I just found myself spending more time becoming an educator and a confidant and a grandparent, an uncle, a father, more than the other things I was in my life. That's why I'm taking a surgery. I'm not taking a chance on I might live for another couple of years, or I die in a month. Let's get the cancer out, get the surgery done, and hopefully it buys years, not just maybe a couple. Or taking my chance on something that might work versus I'm looking at something I know will work. If I can give any bit of advice, especially to fathers out there, definitely earn your money so you can take care of your family. Spend time with the family, don't spend time with the children, the grandchildren, the nieces, nephews. Show them the simple things, teach them how to shoot, go for walks with them outside. Show them that gardening is good, farming is good, how to take care of animals, how to be a good part of your family, how to look out for your family and the people in your community. How to be a civilized human being, which I think a lot of emphasis is forgotten on that nowadays. You be a hunter, all those things. Farmer, CEO for pharmaceuticals, whatever. Just take time for your family. I think what we're seeing a lot in society is the result of people not taking enough time with their families. And when they go astray, not being there to catch them before they fall too far. And I understand you can't help everybody. Some people are just destined to run into their fate and do stupid things. I did a lot of stupid things at home. I was lucky I survived. Got reacquainted with God. Humbled myself to realize God's plan is the plan. There's an order and it should be followed. Definitely, if you're facing anything, sorry about that fly. I keep getting attacked by this fly today. Whatever you face in your life, face it head on, whether it's medical, financial, problems with the children, woman, guy, whatever. Face your problems head on, communicate. And as especially medical. Don't wait. Be proactive in it. Until you got bronchitis, stays for too long, see a specialist. When I say too long, a couple months. Don't wait more than a couple months. I waited 2 years, and that was a huge mistake. I went through 3 diagnoses. One for bronchitis, emphysema, CPOD. It's holy shit, you got a tumor in your throat. I could have cleared things up 2 years sooner if I'd have just went and seen the specialist a couple months in. So be proactive. Get second opinions. Take time, really take time for your family. Even if you don't have children, take time to listen to an uncle and aunt. Try to learn from them. Learn from what they did positive, learn from what they did negative. A smart man will learn from other people's mistakes. I'm so proud of my little brother. The biggest compliment he ever gave me is he goes, I learned what not to do from watching you. I'm glad I was there to make the mistakes. He's an engineer now. He's got 2 children. He's a good father, great brother, great son. And to my dad, take time for those things. Trying to think of anything else. If I can think of it. I don't know how many more videos I'm gonna make for the surgery. That'll be happening by Thursday, and that'll be starting. And so I don't know how many videos I'll make this week, long story short. Sorry this video's not really put together today. A million thoughts. I have a million things I want to say. I know I'm missing something. And I guess I'll just make a video later if those things pop into mind. Have a blessed day. Keep God and family close. Love y'all.